Welcome everybody. Today we are going to be talking about passwords. It's going to be a slightly different video. It's less of a tutorial and more just giving best practice knowledge and touching on what we can do to help make better passwords. First thing, why should you have a good password? I know many people ask that and think passwords are just a nuisance. Why bother? Passwords are the virtual equivalent of locks on your house or on your car. I think we can all understand the benefit of locks on our cars. So malicious people don't get into our accounts and do bad things with what's in there. You might think there's not important information in your email or your Facebook account, but people can use that to get your home address, names of your children, answers to security questions that are on other websites, your banking information, and with that, they can steal money, so much damage to a person or a business. Having a secure password is probably the most important thing you can do to keep yourself safe on the internet. We have two different routes we can go on for password safety. First one, which if you're using a personal computer, is what I would prefer and what I would suggest is using a password manager. In this case, we have Bitwarden. It's a free solution. We're going to go more in depth into how to use it in next week's video, however, because using a password manager isn't always possible. In a business environment, Fortune 500 company, large groups, they don't let you use a password manager always. You have to come up with a password yourself and keep it safe yourself. So, how do we create a strong password and what is a strong password? So here we have this tool from security.org that rates how strong your password is. So because it covers up the password when we type it in there, I have this notepad open below so I can show you what I'm going to be typing in and we can see how effective it is. So let's start with a basic 8-letter password. It has a capital and one number. So for this, we will do baseball with one L 7. I typed in BASEBAL 7. Take a computer about 1 hour to crack that password, which is not a long time. On the surface, that takes an hour, but with a little bit of social engineering or thought from a person creating an application that cracks passwords, he can shorten that a lot. The average person always starts with a capital letter and has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lowercase letters, obviously not all the same one, then ends with a letter. That's how they get their 8 characters, one uppercase, one lowercase, one number at least. That's what they do. If you do something like that, a computer can crack your password in under a minute. So it's virtually ineffective. So now we're going to go over how I set up strong passwords. And a huge thing when it comes to passwords is having different passwords for every application you use. It might seem like a pain, and it can be, especially if you use all the different accounts out there. You can have Facebook, Netflix, there's so many things. It's pretty tricky to remember them. If you follow the typical format, just goes to specifically what it is asking for. Our password policies tend to make it easier for computers to remember and not for humans. Humans, we are really good at remembering words. Computers, just view letters, they don't connect them. So that is how we're going to make our strong password. Because 3 words gives us a lot of letters, makes it hard for a computer to crack it. Let's say we're creating a password for Instagram. The way I like to do things, I think could help, is we use 3 words based on the first 3 letters of the application. So for Instagram, we got I, N, S. So for I, use the word include. It's the first one that comes to my head. Doing this off the top here. N, we have November. S, sandals. Then let's say today it's the 21st. We'll throw a 21 at the end there. So our password will be include November sandals 21. That is much longer than 8. I would count it out. That's definitely over 20. Let's see how long it would take to crack that password. See here we have include November sandals 21. Disappears when I click into the box here. So I'll type it out. All right. So it would take a computer about 8 septillion years to crack our password. That's not happening ever. The time you'd have to worry about that would not be around. Great grandkids would not be around. That's planet Earth would no longer be a thing. So you're good. Let's just do another example here. I'll remove that for space. Let's do for Windows. So say just basic log into a computer. Got W, I, N, our password, W, whatever, I, Indigo, N is in Nancy. Oh, it's the 5th month, 05. So we got whatever, Indigo, Nancy, 05. Let's type that in here. And that lasts 34 quintillion years. It is a little easier, but still never going to be cracked in many lifetimes. So that's how we can create a strong password that is easy for us to remember. You just think, what are the first 3 letters of the application I'm using? And then you can remember those words. It's so much easier to remember words than a random string of numbers and letters. This technique makes remembering passwords easier and also makes them stronger passwords than you did before. And have fun with it. You don't need to be something boring. You can go and, when you say it to yourself, add some flair like, whatever, Indigo Nancy, 05. That makes it fun, helps you remember it, makes it so you don't have to call the help desk and get your password reset, all the pain that happens there. And you're protecting both yourself and your organization. That is it for today's video. Next week, we'll be going into Bitwarden. Hope you all have a great week. See you next time.